Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kati, and if you are a long time viewer, would you have guessed that I will end up back in the mini rings? I'm yet again there. I was there, was it 21 when I put my EDC in mini rings, and now I was so overwhelmed because I had so many things just floating around in my head, unfinished tasks, and I have my naughty planner and I love it. I still love it, but this is not a place to brain dump. I don't have here any place that I would just want to write things from my mind. So I needed a place where to put all the things that are floating in my mind. And when I'm overwhelmed, the smaller the better. I remember it was some year that I went to this, how do they call this? This is like the credit card size TN, and I was using an A7 size notebook for my daily plans and brain dump, and I was loving that at that time. But I have always enjoyed the rings for projects and tasks because I like my pages to be empty, and I like to, when the task is done, I like to draw that page and then again start from an empty page. So I took my mini rings back in use, and I have had this Filofax Saffiano. You can see it's black. It's, I don't know what kind of plastic this is. So the problem was that although I was enjoying the mini rings, I didn't enjoy this cover. The black color, I'm not at all feeling black at this moment. And also I don't enjoy this. This is just like a different experience compared to something like this. So I went searching and I found something that catched my eye, and I pulled the trigger and I bought a Filofax original in the mini size. Yes, this is a mini. You can see I have had this. This is even smaller, but this is just a key ring and it had post-its here inside. So I bought this one here from Filofax. So this is so cute, and I have been like eyeing the original, and now was the right time, so I bought this. And this is a special edition or a limited edition, I don't know how they call it, but this is the Japan edition. So I bought this from Amazon Japan, and I love it. Kinda. Well, I love it. There are things that I don't love about it, but now in this situation, this was the thing. I will go through my setup. I will talk about some inserts, my tip for punching them if you cut them yourself, and just everything concerning my mini rings now. And I don't have like a name for it, if I should call this my brain dump or EDC. I don't know. I don't feel the EDC because, again, I'm not carrying this around when I go out or to the store. I don't just, no matter how small it is, I don't like to carry it around. I don't carry things around. The original has a very simple layout, which I enjoy. This was the reason why I chose this over the Molden, for example. I don't need any zipper compartments or credit card pockets or anything like that. I just like a simple layout, and this also has these pen loops, and you maybe wonder, well, I'm not using them. In the beginning I was using this, but then because this pen is so thick, it was stretching this out, and I wanted to have also a highlighter. So then I put a highlighter here and I made this. I call this the Moterm style pen loop. I don't know if they came up with it or if they copied it somewhere, but I just made this myself out of elastic. So it has like a loop like this and then a second loop like this, and I just like the design, but I didn't want to buy from Moterm, so I just one Saturday morning sat down and I just decided to make it myself. And it works just fine. As you can see, it's not completely laying flat, but it's enough for me, so you can see that the cover comes up, and then in this way it's like a very round, so it doesn't like go like this. It's like a round mess, but I don't know. This is the stone color, and I just felt this something light compared to the black, and it has this gold details because it's the special edition, and I don't know, I just love it. And I have here an old cover page, and actually I had it first the other way around, but then again I'm not feeling the black, and this Get It Done was like getting to me. So I just turned it around. I'm thinking about making a new one, but I just haven't yet because this goes very nicely with this cover, so it's okay like that now. Then I had this old Think Before You Buy list, so I just put it there, but I very rarely read this. I should, but it's here if I want to remind myself of my own made rules. Then this came, so yes, this came, yeah, that was nice. So this is a 2023 edition, so I was expecting it to come with the 23 inserts, and it did, but they had also put in my package the 24 inserts, and that was like, wow, thank you. I was so happy about that. That was a nice surprise. So I took this in use, and I'm tracking here how long I will be in this mini rings. So you can see I started with the Saffiano on the 11th of April, and then already on the 18th my original arrived, and now I'm still going strong. So I haven't marked the last days. So I have been almost, when I'm now filming, almost a month in these mini rings, and I don't see yet any sign that I wouldn't enjoy it in future days and weeks and months to come, but we will see. Then when I bought this cover, I bought these Platter project folders, or how they call them, and I will go these all what I purchased, I will go them through in my, let's see, April spending confessions. So I'm not going through those things now. But these I have always eyed. I have looked like, oh, those look so nice. So I bought these to put my project in these. And not like, I'm not using them like this folder is one project. I'm using them just like a cover page kinda. But here I have just notes that I'm keeping. This is for cars, any notes about those. Then this is stationery, which is a happy category. YouTube. Then this yellowish is for home. Here I have some lists about tasks, and you can again see, if you have watched my videos about ring planners before, you know that, or maybe remember that I use these you can see these are from when I bought my Saffiano, so I use all the old inserts. So I just put it around so that I wouldn't read these, and wrote my tasks here. And then the green is for money and wealth, and that is all. So these 6, is this 6? I think these are 6 categories. So they are like categories that I use for my bigger goals and projects. So I like these. I like them. And then we come to my daily pages. Of course, this is a weekly view, but I use it as a daily view, if you understand. So I don't plan here beforehand, I just plan the day when it comes. And here you can see I have used the highlighters. Now we are going here, and now I'm again trying to cope with just one pen. I like to use my highlighters, but of course it's like, this is not easy to close when you have two pens. So that is the reason why I'm now again trying to cope with one pen on the go, when I'm on the go in the kitchen. So I usually like to highlight when I have done a task. I don't even know what this is called, but I just write it over like through a line when the task is done, and when the day has finished, I will highlight the things that I didn't do. That doesn't feel nice to highlight those things that you didn't do, but I'm trying it out now. So every evening I will plan my next day, and this accomplishing divider opens to my week. So when I'm here, if it's a Monday through Thursday, I will lift it from here, or if it's Friday or the weekend, I will lift it here. So that way I get to the right place. And these I have just put here to plus plotting papers. This is just like well, I don't know, maybe this looks like a mess, but it works for me, and that is the most important thing. So these came as extra with this planner, so I have decided now to use them. I even could use the 21 inserts here, because I don't look at those dates or the year number, because as I said, I'm not forward planning anything here. I just look, okay, here is Friday. But because I have these now, I use them. Why not use them when the time is right? Then I have this old Filofax ruler which came with the Saffiano, and here I have like random tasks. So this could go to my stationery folder, but these are like only quick small tasks, so I write them here. And then here are just random tasks that don't go in any category. And then here the last divider goes to empty pages. So here I have some old Hobonichi Weeks paper. This is Midori Credit paper, then some Rhodia paper, and then I still have here this other Midori paper, and then these love leaf inserts that I also bought from Amazon Japan. I will show you soon what all I have. And then this is from the Saffiano as a page lifter. I don't have anything in the pockets because I don't like to use them, so nothing. And that is my setup. So when I have something floating in my mind, I go here and write it down on a paper that I enjoy or want that time. Then I move it here to the random tasks, or straight to these categories if it fits there. This is my tiny helper now, which helps to keep my mind in order, or helps me to empty my mind on paper, because that is the most important thing for me. I feel that I write the things down, and for me it's just easier to write when it's just a random piece of paper and I don't have to worry about it. This is a very tiny size, but I was trying the pocket. I was thinking about maybe the pocket size, but that paper, even the pocket size, felt like, oh, that's so huge, that's too overwhelming, that's like too much. If I just write one task, I don't need a pocket size paper for it. That's like, no, this just works. This is so fun to carry around at home. I have even written things here in bed, and that is a sign for me that this works. I take this to bed every night. I put it on the side like my bookshelf, and I have it there if I come up with something. And I have never done that before, at least that I would remember. So this is so tiny and convenient that I even take it to bed with me. And I have some evenings when I have had still a lot of things in my mind, I have written them down, and that is so helpful. Now that I have used it almost a month, I noticed that I don't have any more so much things in my mind blocking my mind. That you can also see that I'm again filming. I have emptied my mind and I have space for creativity, and I'm loving it. Do you have an space where you just empty your mind? Where do you keep your tasks? Do you use those to-do lists? Those that, again, those don't work me. I tried those here first, but if I have like 10 tasks or even 5 on one page, I get overwhelmed. I'm just, when I go through my planner, I just skip that page. I'm like, oh, too much, next. So I just need to keep it simple. But then I talked about the pens already, so let's go there. So this is my Pilot Kakuno, and this is the extra fine nib, because it's good to have a fine nib for me, so then the text dries pretty fast and I don't have to worry about so much smearing. It does smear, but it's okay. And I use my platinum pigment ink here so that I can use a highlighter if I want. And the highlighters that I have used here, I remembered that I have these, so I have used these now, and this goes nicely in that pen loop. So that's why I don't want to stretch this out now with this fountain pen. So if I want to use the highlighters, they don't fall out here. Well, it wouldn't fall out, but I wouldn't like it to be like this, so now it still stays here. Then the inserts. So this is what came with this planner, Japan special, made in UK. So these are the 23 inserts that I was waiting to get, but I can use these, for example, next year. And then there was these 4 dividers, and then the normal addresses, a few note pages. I can say about these Filofax inserts, they are like hit or miss, because I have noticed that the paper quality changes. So even though you have the same insert, the paper quality can be different. So sometimes the fountain pen works nice, and sometimes it like feathering and so. And I was comparing prices, and the Filofax inserts are so expensive compared to plotter, which is so much better quality. So that is like mind-blowing to me. So no. So I got this from Amazon Japan, the plotter 2mm grit. This is so cute. This is so cute. This is so cute. I can't even handle it. These look like this. And I have used these a few, but I'm always like saving the best for last. And I don't know if that's a good way of living life. Oh no. But that's how I do it. So I could use these, but of course I'm cutting old paper scraps. So I have here these. These are from old weeks. Then these sames that I showed you already. And then this I also bought from Amazon Japan. This was so cute. So you can see it says here love leaf, and it says here love, 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 love. So the dot grit is from love letters. So that's so but this was a bit like disappointment. I think they said there that it's fountain pen friendly, but it's okay, but not so good as the plotter. But I will use these, but it's not so good. What else? Oh, these are old ones. Yeah, here were the folders. They are so nice. I know I could have made them myself, but I just wanted to try them because those have been the thing that I have mostly been excited about from Plotter, so I just took them now when I found them. Then these are the rest of the 2024 inserts, which I will use when the time is right. And then here I have just some old. These are cut in A5 size, no A5, A7, and then I have still these, but I don't. Bad quality paper, not so nice. But yes. The size for the Plotter inserts and the Filofax inserts is a bit different. So these are, both are 10.5 centimeters in height, but these are 6.7 centimeters and these are 6.2 because, well, the Plotter planner is so tiny. And then also where you can see the difference is where the holes are. So this is very small, this area here. So that has been something that I have been trying to solve and I have a solution for it. I'm sad that I have already punched all these inserts before I came to the solution, because I have seen some in YouTube videos where they have the Plotter or small rings. So they cut the insert in the right size, then they punch it, and then they still cut from the holes where the holes are a tiny bit away, so it would fit here. But then of course your insert is smaller than it was originally. So I would suggest that if you do like that, then cut the insert a tiny bit, like 2 millimeters bigger. So then you can take the 2 millimeters from here and then your insert is still the right size. But what I like to do, I fix my hole punch. So this is my Vaesen Creative hole punch, which I like to use for anything else but personal, because I have a separate for personal. But this is great because I can use this easily for A5 and the mini. So I don't have to like aim it. There is this stopper where to put the paper, and I tune this. So this was my old one. This was enough when I was using the personal size previously and the pocket, but now these rings are so small and I would like to, when I do my inserts, I want to match them with the Plotter ones and also with the Love Leaves ones. So I need to have less space here. So I cut a bigger, wider piece and I put it here as a new stopper for the paper, if you understand. So I had previously this smaller one here, so I think this gave, I don't now remember the numbers, but with this I got the holes pretty close to the edge. I think it was like 4 or 5 millimeters. But now I cut this wider piece so I get the holes even closer to the edge, so it's about the same as in the Plotter inserts. I can show you. I have it now in the mini size. So now this is just from a cardboard box, so it stops the paper before this puncher, and then I get the holes. So, oh, now I did it a bit crooked. Let's see if this, what did I do wrong? Or maybe, I don't know if this paper is completely, it can be that this paper piece that I chose isn't completely straight. So, but I get the holes closer to the edge and I don't have to cut here, because the less cutting, the quicker the system, and I like that. So, and if this is like too much, I can cut a piece that's like between from these two. But I think this is good this yellow is good. I just think this paper isn't cut straight. Let's see. Now I have a straight line here. Yeah. Well, it's so tiny, but they are so close to the edge to these, and of course these holes are now bigger. So if I would like to get better in my system, I would need to buy a punch that makes smaller holes. But that's so extra. But for now I'm happy. I'm happy with what I have. I'm testing this out, but it works. It worked nicely with this. I don't know. I'm not just sure if this is too much. I have to test it out. But it just looks so small. But yeah, they are small holes in these plotter inserts, and there is not a lot of room. But I can link the videos that I have made about my 6-hole punches, and I link the video where I did the comparison. So if you need a 6-hole punch, you can think about what would be right for you, or like what do you feel is important, because there are differences also in those. So, but yeah, that was my, I don't know if it was a bit messy, but that was my introduction to my new mini rings in my lineup. How do you like it? Do you have ever tried the mini rings? I just need something tiny so it doesn't overwhelm me already with how it looks and how it feels and how heavy it is and how it just... And you can see this is like the same size as my hand. And I think that's the right size for a planner. It's so easy to hold. So you can see compared to the Travelers Company Passport, this is a bit wider. Well, it's pretty much the same and just a tiny bit shorter. It's just so cute. It's so, I love it. This works for me because I want to see one thing at a time. And why would I need big paper if I want to write only one thing there? So, and okay, this isn't perfect. Maybe you have seen the stitching is not perfect. There is something, I don't know, maybe this was something that somebody else had ordered and then returned. But I think that's also a bit crooked, so it's not in the middle, and it's not perfect. But I just decided to love it despite it's not being perfect, because it's my planner. And as I have learned from the comments you have made on my videos, that perfect is not good. So it's better to have something wrong about the product. And of course, I'm now again thinking about, is now the right time to buy a VDS custom in the mini size? I don't know. Now I'm enjoying this and I'm happy about it, and maybe I don't have to rush to buy anything else. I just need to enjoy this while this is working. But let me know what you use to brain dump, if we call it like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments, and I love to see you down there, because I have missed you all so much, and it feels so good to be able to talk about stationery again. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. I hope to see you down below in the comments and in my next video. Bye bye.